enough fruit. Actually, out of the whole part of this store, this is the most empty part. This is partly why I came to come and do the video here. Although the older generation does seem to understand it's good to still eat fruit. Here's the thing, this is what's wrong. This brand, Halo, is now considered a low-calorie treat. I heard about this on a TV show. Maybe it was HBO. Anyway, but this is 490 calories. I've never actually eaten this, but I just thought I would bring this up because they're promoting this as a low-calorie food. So we have some other options here called yogurt, which I do recommend. These are low-fat, which is not necessarily what you want for your brain, because sometimes you want to get the ones with the fat. So these are options that I eat. This is food that's actually from India, which is pretty high calorie, but it is very nutritious. So we have some other multiple vitamins, which we might discuss at a later time, because actually the vitamins, the men's and the women's are almost the same, people. So this is the women's multiple vitamin garden of life. So these matcha sea salt snacks are not made in this country, which is partly why they have sea salt and are a much better option than having chips. So we have these. You can drink basically 2 of these drinks that have calcium, magnesium, and potassium by Remedy, and have protein and spirulina and turmeric and all good lion's mane and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is you can have 2 of these and you still have less calories than 1 of this. So people think that it costs more money to eat healthy, but it actually doesn't. But the problem is it does if you don't actually eat it. So how much lettuce do you buy that you end up throwing away in a bag? Do you end up throwing away the lettuce in a bag? How often?
Sorry, I don't really want to.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, so we are basically in the grocery store and we are showing off these products. So this is the Remedy product. These are options. 2 of these for 1 of the other. Okay? So we've got the matcha and hi, we appreciate you all for being here. Love the comments. So this is an excellent choice. This normally comes in chocolate as well. They've actually sold out. These are great options instead of ice cream, okay? This is one of my favorites, although I less recommend it to the average person. Taste-wise, it's a little bit different. Now, this strawberry is not even that pink because they're not using the dyes. The newer it is, the pinker it will be. So this also is a great brand. It's called Cold Brew Coffee. I personally am having to stay away from coffee, so I really do like the chocolate banana because it has more nutrition in it. Hi, thank you for all the comments. Please like and subscribe. This is the GOODfruit Report, and you can email us at goodfruit@gmail. Okay, so anyway, here are options. I used to use the Naked brand. I don't anymore. I would consider muscle testing yourself on these products. Some of these things can change from shipment to shipment. So these I've never tried, but these look like great options. And you know what? All of this stuff is better than a soda. So basically what we're saying is this is the section
Head east
to be in, okay? So we want to head in the right direction even when we haven't turned off our GPS. So here's options of corn on the cob. If you have a small child, why don't you buy a corn on the cob and let them husk it with you? How many times has your child husked? It would be a great way to teach your child something about food and then they could eat it. I really do wish this corn was, and the corn is $5 or $3. That's super cheap, guys. Okay, the only problem is that we probably, have hybrid seeds, but that's a whole nother situation that we need to start addressing. So these mushrooms, look at how many different kinds of mushrooms there are. Mushrooms have all kinds of health benefits. And beets are great for your blood. These are also, you can also take the beets and you can skin them and you can use them to boil your hard-boiled eggs and get the nutrition out of the skin and put it into your egg and color them for the kids in a natural pink way. You could do that for just a regular day. I don't actually believe in celebrating Easter because it's called Ostra, which is a witch holiday. Okay, so Jesus, Yeshua, raised from the dead on not a witch holiday, people. Okay, 3 days is not from Friday to Sunday morning. So let's just think about this. So instead of buying, I remember when I was a kid, this actually used to have juice in it, and now it just says 100% vitamin C, and it's called a cocktail. A cocktail, people. So we all need to read the ingredients. You'd be better off buying sparkly cider. It actually has real fruit in it, okay? Apple cranberry. So you can kind of clearly tell what's going on. It's probably way better if we look around and look at the back of it. So this is what I have to say today. And we do want to shout out to better, healthier choices. If you are going to eat ice cream, I do suggest a brand like Halo, but maybe the plain strawberry instead of this one, but they didn't have the plain strawberry, but I've seen it at other places. So when in doubt, buy a lemon, blessings, and put it in your water. Have a great day.